Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred and this video is really talking about the progress I have so far on my character, Crusader. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about my gear progression and also probably do a little bit of like a greater rift as well. I've done a 42 before, so I'm going to try something a little bit higher, maybe 47 later on, 48. We'll see how it goes. Now, special shout out to my friend Zubu, who has helped me gear my Crusader. Thank you very much, and it was fun playing with friends, and I've learned so much from Zubu as well, so I'd like to share that with you here as well, what I've got so far. Now, but before I got there, probably talk a little bit about my gear progression right now. So as of right this very moment, I've managed to get all the so-called BiS kind of gear, the item itself, but of course I still need to get the right affixes, a right kind of range to it, and that will take time to improve the character. But at least from a collection perspective, I've got the whole set to make my build work. So now what I've got so far here is that there aren't a lot of changes to my set. I'm still using the of the light, and I've managed to use my bloodshot and upgraded my head items. So now this kind of affixes is kind of good for DPS, but I lose quite a fair bit on the life though. We'll see how that goes. And as for the shield wise, I've also upgraded that using a bloodshot as well. So it's really good mechanism. You keep playing, keep farming, and you keep getting like new gear upgrade. So unlike say Path of Exile, whereby you get excited when some gear drop so that you can sell for you to buy something that is for you, in Diablo 3 is really about upgrading your gear time and time again. So every loot become very, very interesting. So in Path of Exile, you have to have a very good idea of what the rest of the builds and classes are doing, but in Diablo 3 it's kind of like very specialized. This is your character, your build, and you just have to keep farming for the items that you are looking for. So I find it quite exciting as well. I've upgraded my belt using the bloodshot as well, so these are the upgrades I've got, so I'm really happy about it. And I managed finally to get my Johanna's argument. So this one would sort of like another kind of like interesting thing about Diablo 3 is that sometimes when I get a new gear, it changes the way that I play as well. So previously I've got one that with the Blasted Hammer, the rune, one of the rune that will orbit around myself. I didn't quite like it. I like the one-hander kind of like a fever passive so that I can reduce the cooldown rather quick, but I didn't like it the fact that the hammer follows me. I want to leave the hammer around, and as I move around, it will take care of the mobs around me. Or as I do a higher rift with my friend, I would like to leave some hammer in front while I retreat backwards. So that kind of gameplay, I couldn't have it, but once I have Johanna's argument, it becomes really interesting, but it burned a lot of resources, so the whole gameplay become a little bit of like a stop and go, and it kind of like complemented with other gears that support the kind of gameplay. So I really like this aspect of Diablo 3, whereby just one piece of weapon changes the entire way that you play and approach this game. And that's why I always go back to Marvel Heroes and say that the gear there is very, very shallow, in the sense that, I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's a casual game meant to be. So there's not really a lot of depth, like you farm a gear, doesn't really change the way that you play. But in Diablo 3 and more or less Path of Exile as well, a gear defines the way that you play as well. So I'm really happy that I've got this one. Affixes wise is so I'm hoping to find a better kind of like damage, better affixes, maybe an ancient for that. That would be ideal. And I've got one of the cube that I could add a socket onto the weapon. So I'm waiting for the right weapon to occur, and I just socket it in. That would be ideal. Now, my friend Zubu brought me into the Rift 60, and surprisingly, I managed to survive. Both of us were Crusaders. So he got me one of the amulet, which is great because I've got this guy here, which is the Compass Rose. Now, to make Compass Rose work, you must have Traveler's Pledge. So he managed to get one from him, which is nice because with that, then when I'm moving, damage taken is reduced. When I'm standing still, damage is buffed. So it's very fit, the whole entire Blasted Hammer kind of like gameplay. So you see this thing here, now it's 100, so damage dealt is increased. But as I move, you see that this stacks up like as I reduce the damage taken as well. So it's kind of very interesting to have this kind of like gameplay here. So I've got this from Zubu, and I've also got a ring from him as well. This is a nice ring, the conversion of elements. So what it does is that and I managed to change the affixes as well. What it does is that it will rotate the different kind of like element to it. Now the only one that really relevant to me is the holy. So after a fire that he hinted to, I mean my friend taught me how to play this, is that after fire you watch out because the next one will greatly buff whatever you do. So this is where you dump the hammer out, you know, in a sense. So yeah, then again it's a lot of like different gameplay. Again, one piece of equipment there and changes the way that you time your power and so on. So the way that to make it work is, you know, the way that I see it is you can have up to 200% increase to a single element for 4 seconds, and it kind of rotates to, you know, arcane, cold, fire, holy, lightning, physical, whatever. So so the way that I see it is that you can't really benefit the whole 200% throughout, but you know, if you don't observe the cycle itself, you just, you know, dump your holy damage or whatever it is, and you just benefit like maybe just for the for the particular element. So 200 seems a lot, but you know, of course, things will have to be proportionate. Now, but you know, if you are a very great player, then you can time it better, then you can, you know, work it according to your advantage. So that is really nice, and that is really about it. And the other thing that I'm doing also is that I'm using the Bane of the Trap this time because I want to try something different. I think it works out quite fine as well. So I'm doing this guy here, and that's about it. Yeah, the whole build just come alive. So right now I'm just going to do a Rift, and I don't think I've done a 48. I've done a 47 myself solo, so I'm going to do a 48. All right, just slightly closer to Torment 11. Wish me luck. Oh, of course, I need to change my my setting here. It's hard stuff equip, so that gives me a little bit different power to it. Yeah. Oop, this one here. I'll do a 48 here. Something I haven't done before, and we'll see how it goes.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround you.
Not ready.
So in a way, this one is where basically, you know, as you move across, and you just kind of like move and stop and go kind of thing. So that is done, sorted. Not a lot of mob density. Sometimes timing wise, right? It depends on your map as well. If your map has a lot of mob density, that will be like very different.
Had enough.
I don't like the look of that.
Alright, so that is done, sorted.
I think the world is safer now.
Make your peace quickly.
Yeah, not a lot of mobs though.
Patience.
And not a lot of like there you go.
Bad luck for you, friend. Not ready. Crusade marches on.
Yep, so that is basically the how it works here. Hey, there's a Pyron and the...
Power before Zakaroon.
Nice. Okay, let's see the next map. I hope it's better. More, more mob density. Maybe that would be good.
Crusade marches on. Power before Zakaroon.
I have a feeling that there aren't a lot of things here. This is the cathedral map, by the way. Alright, let's just move on to the next bit. Yeah, resource management is one thing. Hey, yeah! So there you go.
Be damned.
Oh, there's another one. Nice. I'm an elite killer. Okay. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of them. Rejoice.
Make your peace quickly.
Right, so that is the, I don't really have a lot here, so I need to go to the other side. Yeah, that's my friend.
Make your peace quickly. Not yet. Crusade marches on.
Now where? Okay, so I think the next bit should be it, and Guardian. So I'm saving the. Maybe I should save some of these things. My cooldown. We'll see. Rift Guardian, come on!
By the light be damned.
Where are they? 99%! Yay! Where is it? Yeah.
Patience.
So that's it, and I have like got a whole bunch of stuff. And I hope you get an idea. I mean, you know, 6 minute or 6 minute 39. So you know, yeah, I could have done better a little bit. But sometimes the mob density would help, you know, or not help in a way. So let me see. There really are a lot. There aren't really a lot of things to upgrade right now. I think I can upgrade some of the, what is it, the horde or whatever it is. Ah, there you go. Maybe I should upgrade this guy here. Well, these days I could like use it to farm stuff, like, you know, the puzzle ring and so on. So that's it, and I hope you've got an idea of how the Diablo kind of like progression is like. And I'm pretty sure that I could actually try a 50, and that'll be, you know, that'll be nice as well. But I like to practice a little bit more on the walk, you know, the stop and go kind of thing, a little bit better in observing the ring, like which cycle to use and so on. And yeah, I mean, you know, this is a fun game. It's kind of relaxing so far. But of course, if I join up my friends for Greater Rift level 60, they get a little bit hectic. The whole gameplay changes a lot when you need to kite a little bit here and there. Alright, so now I'll see you next time. Goodbye.